So every leader wants their training budget to actually, pay off. But how do you go from just spending money to building a real, measurable engine for growth? We're not talking about another program that fizzles out. We're talking about building a core capability that really drives your business forward.
It really all boils down to this one critical question. You're spending the money, your teams are spending the time, but is it creating real value? Or did it just feel like you're checking a box and kind of hoping for the best?
For way too many organizations, this is the reality. The training gets delivered, people show up, but a month later, absolutely nothing has changed. There's no baseline, no way to measure if anyone got better, and certainly no clear link to the business goals you actually care about. It's just incredibly frustrating.
And the problem, it goes even deeper than that. Just think about where all that knowledge actually lives in your company. It's probably scattered all over the place, right? In old PowerPoint decks, random checklists, guides buried deep in some shared folder nobody can find. And all that chaos means new hires really struggle, managers have to repeat themselves constantly, and your best experts, well, they become total bottlenecks.
And this all leads to the final, and maybe biggest problem, a complete and total lack of visibility. Without any dashboards or a regular way to check in, how can you possibly know if you're making progress? Training starts to feel like a cost center, a necessary evil, instead of the strategic engine it's supposed to be. So how do we fix this? How do we get out of this mess? Well, we do it by moving from that disconnected, chaotic state to a truly integrated system. Let's dig into what it actually takes to build this new kind of capability engine.
And here's the core idea, the delivering excellence system. Now, this isn't just one thing, it's a whole integrated framework. It pulls together structured processes, a powerful platform like Zoho One, a smart layer of AI, and really essential governance, and gets them all working together as one single seamless engine.
Okay, that all sounds great in theory, right? But how does it work in practice? Well, this system is built on a really clear, 5-step process that's designed to guide you from wherever you are now to a state of measurable excellence.
So here's how that journey unfolds. It all starts with diagnose, where we figure out your unique gaps. From there, we design the solution, everything from the training journeys to the dashboards. Next up is deploy, where the training actually happens and the SOPs get built. Then, and this is crucial, we measure the impact with live analytics so we can refine the approach. And finally, we scale what works across the entire organization. See? Each step just builds logically on the last one, creating a repeatable path to success.
Now, a system like this needs a rock-solid foundation. It can't just be a good idea. It needs a really detailed blueprint to make sure it's robust and repeatable every single time.
Honestly, the best way to think about this system is like a well-designed building. It's held up by these 12 core pillars that give it all its strength and structure. It ensures every single part of your capability engine is solid and accounted for.
Now, we're not going to go through all 12 right now, but the crucial point is how they're organized. You've got your foundation pillars, things like content development and onboarding. Then you have governance pillars for stuff like quality management and executive steering. And finally, you've got pillars for measurement and growth. It's a completely holistic approach.
Okay, this is the part everyone really wants to know about. We've talked about the problems, we've talked about the solution structure, now let's talk about the payoff. That big shift from seeing training as just a cost to proving its clear, undeniable return on investment.
Let's just start with the most important number, a potential 3 to 7 times return on your investment. That's a huge claim, I know, so let's break down exactly where it comes from. So where does a number like that even come from? Well, it's the result of measurable improvements in 3 key areas: how well people are actually learning, how consistently they're adopting the new processes, and the quality of the documents they're using. This is a number for leadership, and it's backed by real data.
But ROI isn't just about the end result. It's also about speed. It's about how fast you get to see that value. And that brings us to another key number, 50 plus. That's how many ready-to-deploy assets you get right out of the box. We're talking standard operating procedures, communication templates, and pre-built dashboards. This is the stuff that accelerates the whole implementation, making sure you are not starting from a blank page. It builds consistency right from day one.
This slide, right here, captures the entire transformation. The before state, that's what most companies do. They track simple completion rates,
Did they show up? Yes or no? The after state is a completely different world. You're seeing live capability uplift with a direct, undeniable link to actual business value. So what do these dashboards actually show you? Well, you can track training delivery, of course, but you can also see how your content and your SOPs are being used out in the real world. And most importantly, you can measure pre- and post-training scores to see genuine skill uplift. You finally have the data to know what's working and where you need to focus your efforts.
So, let's bring it all together. Why choose this specific system? Well, first, it's not disruptive. It builds right on top of a platform like Zoho One without forcing you to rip and replace all your existing tools. Second, it's scalable. You can start small with just one team and then expand fast. And third, it's a complete solution. It bundles the consulting, the design, the training, and the governance all into one integrated package.
And this brings us to the final question. Look, this isn't just about improving training. This is about fundamentally changing how your entire organization learns, grows, and executes. So the real question is, are you ready to stop just training people and start building a true capability engine?
Thank you.